Hey everybody, I'm John McKnight. I'm your professor for the Tech Ethics class. What we're going to do in this video is just go over the class basics, what you're going to be doing, what to expect, all that kind of stuff. You're going to want to follow along from the PowerPoint CISC 499 syllabus and intro file, which is up in the intro module on Canvas. So here's the deal. This class is going to be hard. And it's going to be a lot more like a regular class than a self-paced online class. It is not self-paced. You got to keep up week by week just as if it was a regular class. Also, the hard stuff is in the first 3 weeks or so. After that, it gets a little bit easier. And there's no way around that just because of the material that we got to cover and the way the class is structured. So here's the deal. If you know anybody who's taken one of my classes before, who's taken this class before, talk to them and get a sense of what to expect. I'm going to be asking for college-level skills from you: writing, reading comprehension. Not necessarily all of you have them right now, but you will later. So we're going to be doing a lot of work on professional-level writing. The basic idea of this class is it's going to give you a set of tools for analyzing ethical situations in real time and proposing solutions. So if you're a professional in the tech industry, if you're sitting in the meeting and somebody proposes something hinky, you're going to be able to spot the problem, come up with a solution on the spot, and hopefully save you and your company a lot of trouble. If you're not in the tech industry, it'll enable you to be able to use tech in a way that gives you insights into what ethical problems might be, how to use tech ethically, how to spot when companies are doing things to you that you might not want to have done to them. So that's the basic idea. And to get there, we start by giving you a toolkit. So the first 3 weeks or so, we're giving you a kit of ethical tools. And then after you're comfortable with those tools, we're going to apply them to a whole bunch of different cases. The core of the class, after that first module that introduces everything, is a term paper. And for that, you get to work with me to pick a topic that's interesting to you, where you can focus in depth on an ethical issue in your profession, in your social life, in your use of social media, whatever. Let's see what else we got. 2 books, you need them right away. One is the Charles S. Digital Media Ethics. It's a really nice book. It's about $10. Very gentle, holds your hand, really nice piece of work. Charles S. is a mentor of mine, he's an older guy, and just really, really nice. And that comes across in the book. If you're having trouble with the material, go to S, he'll help you out. The other book is Mary Manjikian's Cybersecurity Ethics, which is pretty new. It came out last year. And don't be fooled by the title. It's not just cybersecurity. It's a really good foundation in the tools that we're going to be using. So you need those 2. You need them right away. Assignments and grades, blah-diddy, blah-diddy, blah-diddy. Yeah, that's all up on Moodle, on Canvas and on the syllabus. So, digital ethics news. That's an assignment you're going to have every week. Go to the news. I'm going to suggest sources for you. They're up in the assignments. And every week you're going to find an article that raises an issue in tech ethics, particularly digital tech ethics. And you're just going to write a little block about yay big. The format is laid out in the assignment, just URL for the article, what the tech ethics issue is, what the various sides are that are presented in it, and who cares? Why does this matter? So it's the kind of thing that you can knock out in 15 minutes. You got one of those every week. It's 10% of your grade. So that should be a pretty easy bump to your final grade. Because the way I grade those is 0 if you don't do it, 1 if it's not about tech ethics or it's not news. And I've seen a bunch of those, like just stories from 10 years ago or stories about goats in Bolivia or whatever. That's a 1. 2 is 3 is you just do what the assignment says and just knock it out. And that's 3 points, and they add up to 10% of your grade. You're going to have a weekly analysis of the readings. I want to make sure you do them. This way you do. Also, this is where I get to see your writing and work with you on your writing to develop. So every week, I'm going to have the format up. It's not up yet, but it'll be up real soon, this afternoon. You're going to have to write about the readings for the week. And not just a book report. Well, the author said blah, 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 blah. But what does it mean? Who cares? Why is this important? Why are we learning this? And give an example of applying what they're talking about to something you know about or something you found in the news. So that's every week. That's going to be a little chunkier assignment, but it's not going to kill you. There'll be little bits of stuff that were the kinds of things that we would be doing if we were in the classroom. And there aren't any of those this week, but there's a couple next week. There are online quizzes, discussion exercises, just little stuff that is the sort of thing that we would be doing if we were actually meeting. And those are 10% of your grade. And those are a handful of minutes apiece. Term paper is the big one. We'll get to that later. Communications and stuff. If you've got questions about this, ask them in the forum for the class. Do not email me. Don't email me. I'll just email you back and say, put it in the forum. Here's why. If you got a question, somebody else does too. 1. 2, if you got a question at like 10 o'clock at night, I'm not going to answer it. But somebody else in the class might be able to. Like, when is this due, or what does this mean? You're going to be relying on each other as much as me. We're in this together. We're going to answer stuff together. So if you've got a question about when things are due or what things mean, post them in the forum. I will check the forum every day, but I'm not going to check it at night. So if you're doing your homework late, check the forum for each other's answers, see what you got. You have a mandatory meeting with me about the term paper, and you can come see me anytime in my office hours. They're 1 to 3 Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you need me anytime other than those, just pop me an email and ask for an appointment, tell me when you're available, and I'll try and make it work. You can also ask me stuff whenever. I'm here for you. I know this material is hard. I know this class is hard. I want you to succeed. And you will succeed if you put in the time. If you don't put in the time, you'll fail. Lots of people fail because they don't put in the time. But if you want to pass, if you want to do well, if you want your writing to get to professional level, I'll work with you to make that happen. And that's basically it. So see you in class.